Hi, I'm opening up.
Thank you for being a friend.
First of all, I want to take this time to thank everybody that tunes into my videos for your support. Thank
Heartbreak
you.
Hotline, the
I feel
cancellation
like y'all are
and
my
rebirth
friends,
of
if y'all
Chrisette's
want to know.
career.
This is stuff that be on my mind, and I want to talk about it. And so I just thank anybody that takes the time to listen. But I will say this: I'm crossing my arms on y'all. Y'all be looking and do not subscribe. How y'all gonna do me like that? So you mean to tell me y'all gonna stop by, holler at me, and not say, "Hey, Shanice, subscribe. I'll be back later." Don't do me like that. Next time, y'all, subscribe. Support your girl, okay? I ain't asking y'all for nothing. I mean, unless you want to. But I am saying, support me, okay? So, now where we are. We're at the controversy. So, I told y'all that Chrisette had several nominations. So, she was offered an opportunity to perform for the president. It's the same president that we have now, okay? The infamous Mr. Donald Trump. Okay, yes, that's our president. How are y'all going to get mad at her for taking that choice when fast forward right now today, I mean, he's still there. I mean, he was voted back in. So y'all need to pick a side and stick with it. And I'm very serious about that. What we have got to do in our community is learn to be loyal to each other. Stop making rash decisions about another person's decision instead of looking in the background to see why the decision was made. You can't bully someone into doing what you want them to do, especially if you're not willing to bully the people who treat you openly with disrespect. Okay? So now we know that her parents are very intelligent, and she came from a very strong emotionally support system. So we should not be the ones to try and hurt her when she was already raised very emotionally stable. It's speaking a lot on our community by the decision that we made and the way it's like we needed somebody to blame for something, and so we blamed her. And the question that I have for y'all is why? Really look at that. This was a beautiful, talented person, and y'all said, well, she don't deserve to eat no more because she went and sung for the president. Meanwhile, he gave y'all a couple of $1,000 and y'all was his best friend. Okay. Anyway, I digress. So let's get into the controversy. In January 2017, media outlets reported that Chrisette would perform. The black community was not happy about this and made it very known on social media. Michelle responded via an open letter on Twitter. In the letter, she stated she intended her performance to serve as a bridge between Trump supporters and opponents. Do you hear what she said? She intended her performance to serve as a bridge between Trump supporters and opponents. I'm going to tell y'all again. Stop picking and choosing who you going to treat bad. Because you still got to face yourself at the end of the day. You went in there, and this beautiful, talented artist who she got paid for, but she also had the honor of performing at the president's inauguration. She got a lot of publicity, and something that should have been positive was turned into something negative. And we went on to suffer a lot under that campaign. And he was voted back in. So, shh, okay? Pick the correct people to turn your nose up at. Stop hurting people who care, okay? So, in response, author Aliyah S. King, in response to Chrisette's decision to try to bridge the gap in her community, Aliyah S. King, author, published a response letter on BET expressing her disappointment with Michelle's choice. Her disappointment. Okay, Aliyah. Thank y'all. Okay, to perform at the inauguration, and she felt that Michelle's letter was a cop-out. She could have called her on the phone and told her that. Okay. Michelle was initially supposed to perform at the Make America Great Again welcome celebration held the day prior to the inauguration, but did not. Instead, she performed at the inaugural ball the same day. In response to Michelle's performance, Spike Lee removes Michelle's song Black Girl Magic from his upcoming Netflix series, She's Gotta Have It. So this is the same man who made that movie back in the day where Wesley Snipes was ravaging that Italian woman on the desk. So he was glamorizing interracial coupling. But Chrisette going on and performing to promote positivity and bridge a gap between two communities is looked at as, how dare she?
The
Okay, Spike
audacity.
Lee, and you can't do nothing to me, baby, because I'm getting it out the mud, okay? I'm old school with mine. You can't do me like that with all your money, boo. Okay, all right. And y'all see right there, she said, my family has this on me. You see that? People do the most, child. The most, honey, just to make sure they can. Michelle's career took undoubtedly a hit following her acceptance of the invitation. The Grammy Award winner not only faced verbal discrimination from her own people, she also lost several job opportunities in the aftermath. So as I stated, because she made a decision to try to bridge the gap, in her own words now, between the communities, she was, it was the scene that she just starved to death. No more for you, Chrisette. Just go away. Go and get on food stamp and starve to death. A college graduate who graduated with musical degrees, with psychology's parents. I could imagine how her family had to really comfort her and talk her through this decision and support her. Okay, in an interview Chrisette did on June 15, 2021, she reflected on that moment, which she said was the wrong thing to do. She also raised a question about another artist and his performance. Chrisette, 38 at the time, questioned why Travis, and you know Travis Green, didn't face the same response as she did. That goes back to men and women not being held accountable or facing the same backlash, but doing the same thing. So the rage that all the rage from Trump being in office was by, if Falou has Travis Green, let me get him for y'all. I want y'all to see him because I love his music too. In case y'all were wondering, this is Travis Green. And so basically she said that she wondered why he didn't receive the same response as she did. The host Terrell offered his own suggesting, highlighting there is a difference in tone in how we treat our black men and our black women. He added, I mean, some of our prominent people face similar backlash. Okay, now let's go in reference to some articles. Y'all know I like to keep y'all up to date with reviewing this article with you all. It's in reference to Chrisette Michelle and Snoop Dogg in their performance choices. The Grammy Award-winning singer Chrisette Michelle keeps her phone switched off, a habit that stems from her long stint in cancellation purgatory. Her brother barely got through last month to relay the news that Snoop Dogg had been DJing at a party for Donald Trump's second inaugural, and many in the black community were irate. Longtime fans were calling Snoop a sellout, she learned, and were unfollowing him online by hundreds of thousands. Snoop remained defiant in the face of his controversy, which really peeved the hordes who well remember when Snoop was regulating mega supporters in the music industry. That defiance was the thing that resonated with me, says Michelle, when I finally reached her the week after Trump's second inauguration. We live in a different era where you can say what you think and not feel like you might die. Be unalived. In 2017, Michelle performed at a Trump inauguration in a shocking break from the music industry's anti-MAGA stance. She was met with considerable backlash from fans and from industry peers, including the Roots drummer and Tonight Show band leader Questlove. Despite Michelle's extensive success working with rappers Nas and Jay-Z, the decision to perform for Trump cost her future gigs and more opportunities to collaborate with industry heavyweights. Now that some music stars have hopped on the mega bandwagon, she can't help reflecting on the price she paid for making the worst decision of her career. We're going to close out in the last with where she is today because she is on tour and we need to support her while she's out there and stream her new music because she has some great music. So stay tuned for part 3 so we can close this out, guys.
Go stream her music and stay tuned for Kiki 3.